absolutely charming. There's this amazing castle up on the hill. Oh, it's so cool.
Good morning, adventurers.
Morning.
We have been exploring the town of Diest in our last video, if you guys caught that. If not, we're going to have that linked in the description. Our road trip through Belgium is actually continuing today. So we are back on the road. We are heading down to a new country today, Luxembourg.
I'm very excited. We are going to this little town called Vianden. It should be on a river, and it's in the northern part of Luxembourg. And then after that, we will head down to Luxembourg City. So
we're going to be all over this area.
Yeah.
We have officially crossed over into Luxembourg. We barely even noticed.
Easy peasy. I just saw a little sign that said, Bienvenue à Luxembourg.
It's funny when you're driving through a lot of these EU countries, you just go right across the border. You don't even notice it. It's crazy.
It's kind of like driving in the States, right?
Yeah.
To a new state.
We actually changed our route a bit just to go to a Starbucks that was like 10 minutes out of the way. And I think it moved our route from the major highways to some of the smaller back roads, which is a pleasant accidental detour because now we're going through all these small towns. There's big rolling hills and cows off in the distance.
Yeah, lots of beautiful farmland and forest. I'm digging it.
Yeah, we're getting to see
lot.
some of the countryside, which is always awesome.
Well, we made it to Vianden, and I am so happy we came here. This town is absolutely charming. There's this amazing castle up on the hill. Oh, it's so cool.
There was a little ski lift taking people up to the castle, I think. So we're definitely gonna have to do that. And we just have to figure out parking. There should be parking in the back of our hotel, but it looks pretty tight. Check this place out though. You see that? It's like covered in vines. Oh, that's amazing.
Well, oh.
Bees everywhere, you guys.
It is the next day, as you can see. We had a nice chill night. Oh no! Redo! So we actually had to move. There were so many wasps. We couldn't even eat. They were in all of our food, in our coffee. They were getting in our clothes.
There was like 100 of them over there.
But we have our food to go here. We got some little paninis to start our day. And then we'll go explore the castle and this lovely, charming little town.
We've been kind of moseying around this morning, and this town is so freaking charming, you guys. There's so many little corridors. It's been very neat. There is a chairlift in town that we thought would take us up to the castle, but it turns out we were wrong. It takes you up to a hill next to the castle, which maybe we'll go up there later because I think there's a cafe up there. Instead, you just walk up this main street, and you can't miss it, but it takes you right up to the castle. So we're on our way now.
Just gotten our tickets. They were only €7 a person, which is great. And now we are heading in. And if the outside is any indication, I think the inside is going to be amazing. This castle was originally a fort in the 300s for the Roman Empire. They have a cool little sketch of what it might have looked like when it first started. Throughout the centuries, it has gone through a lot of iterations. They kept adding more and more and more until it finally got to the epic castle it is today. Or, well, it kind of went into ruins, and then they rebuilt it in the epic way that it is today. But at one point, it was like this.
They have all these really cool models over here so you can get a sense of what it was like.
It's really neat.
We just walked out onto one of the many terraces of Vianden Castle. The castle itself was constructed from the 11th to the 14th century, and it was actually built on the ruins of a Roman fort. In the 1800s, the castle was sold off piece by piece, and as a result of that, it kind of fell into a state of ruin. And it was actually just a pile of rubble until 1977, when the family of the Grand Duke of Luxembourg transferred it to the state's ownership. And since then, it has been restored to its former glory. And let me tell you, the castle is absolutely stunning.
We just wandered into probably the coolest room that we have seen in the castle so far. I don't know if it's a chapel or what exactly it is, but look at this. It's so amazing with the arches and all the painting. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the color in here just pops so much, and there's so much natural light coming in. It's a very cool room.
Oh yeah.
We also managed to get a pretty cool photo right here,
I think we did a good job. There were a lot of people coming, and we had like 1 second without anybody. We ran out. We're like, let's get it.
But if you wait long enough, the whole room clears out. It's almost cleared out right now.
And I wish we knew more about it, but we didn't get the audio guide. We didn't know that that was an option. So maybe do that when you come here, and I think it'll tell you all about this room.
You guys, it's really cool. They have all these flat maps like this, so you can get an idea of the floor plan. But I just wish it was in 3D.
Yeah, that would be really cool if it was in 3D, wouldn't it? Psych, it is!
They literally have an augmented reality app that you download. You hover over this map, and it puts a 3D map of the castle that you can go inside and look at all the different floors. Is that insane or what? That is so freaking cool.
This model, you can literally scroll through the history of the castle from 400 AD all the way through to today.
So check it out. This is when it was in ruin. And then that's when they restored it. Is that insane or what? So that was from the mid-1900s. It was in ruin like that, and then they restored it. That was in 1820. Can you believe that? You might be wondering how they have such a good idea of what the castle was like way back when. I mean, they have models back to like the 300s. This is how, because they have all these records from all throughout the centuries of the castle and drawings and all kinds of stuff, so they were able to piece it together. So with all this kind of information, you can have a pretty good recreation of it. So this is the castle when it was more dilapidated. And then if you zoom in right there, this is where I did that little spot on the terrace, talking to you guys about the castle. Right there. And there's a little like glass spire right there, and everything is all pristine now. I think these are some of the original ruins of the castle. It's crazy because all this stuff is new and pristine, and this stuff has all this green grass growing out of it, and it's all dilapidated. It's cool that they still have some of the remnants of the ruined castle.
Yeah, but it looks very brittle. Some parts of that's left of this you can see straight through. Yeah. I guess now I understand how it went into disrepair so quickly, because it probably isn't the sturdiest stuff.
Well, that's going to do it for exploring the castle, but one of the cooler castle experiences that we've ever had. And you guys know we've been in a lot of castles.
There was a steady stream of people, but they came and went. We're on a weekday, so maybe come on a weekday. But I really enjoyed how much they had about the actual castle itself.
Yeah, I really feel like I'm very familiar with this castle throughout the ages. They had pictures of all the people who had visited in all the different states. You saw that augmented reality stuff. That was all amazing and honestly blew us away. So must visit place when you come to Vianden.
I would 100% agree.
So now we are at the other side, looking at the castle. We came to this epic lookout, and it is absolutely stunning. You can see a bunch of the town from here. You can see the castle in the background. It is very sweet.
It's so huge, even this far away. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Really interesting fact, Vianden was actually the last city in Luxembourg to be liberated on February 12th, 1945. And there's a little kiosk over there that shows pictures of the destruction that happened during the war.
Yeah.
Holy cow, this place was basically almost destroyed.
It definitely looks it, and there's even like a little memorial to everyone who fought to help liberate them. Vianden, though, has been around for quite a while. I guess back in the 4th century is when they think it started being a little settlement, and then it became slowly more and more important throughout the centuries. As you can tell, the castle came here, and then people had their seat here, and it was very prosperous. It was actually back in the day, I guess, named because it had wineries everywhere, or vineyards, sorry, not wineries. It had vineyards everywhere down in the valley. Also, one very cool person who spent a lot of time here in Vianden was Victor Hugo, who wrote Les Miserables and the other one I'm forgetting. Oh no.
We'll put it on the screen.
Okay, he wrote a lot of very famous works. He stayed in a house right on the river. There's now a museum. As you can see, it's a very inspiring place. I definitely understand why a writer and artist would want to be out here.
Now you know a little bit more about the city and the history and the castle and all that good stuff. There's actually a chairlift on the other side of this castle that we're gonna go up right now to have a little drink.
Just so many views and a drink. All right.
Actually a little scary. Try not to think about it too much. Just enjoying the ride.
I'm just not looking back that way.
Yeah, but you get an incredible view of the city back there. Check it out.
Thank you.
We have made it to the top, y'all. The ride was actually a lot of fun. And you get insane views of the city, as you saw.
It's really nice because the town itself is so hilly, so we have just been walking nonstop up and down hills all day. So it was really nice to just sit back and take in the views.
Yeah, and the view up here is worth it. The view is incredible. You can see some of the castle down there. You can see the town. It's amazing. And we thought they would be price gouging up here in the cafe, but these are some of the cheaper prices in town that we've seen.
Yeah, I guess you have to pay the €5 to get up here, but I'd say it's worth it. They have whole meals. We got iced lattes. Oh my gosh, we have sausage and fries coming.
Yeah.
Also, if you were in the area, you could do the castle, you could do the chairlift in one day and walk through the town. If you want to spend more time here, you can camp. There's all sorts of biking and hiking around here. As you can see, there's so much greenery out there. It's a very nature-centered area, so keep that in mind when you're passing through.
But I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us exploring Vianden. We're going to be heading down to Luxembourg next, and that's when you'll see us next.
Good night, adventures.
We'll see you on the road. Just double check it was actually recording. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, Jesus.
You lie.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really serious.